Our next guest is breaking the silence around the stigma of mental health. Her nonprofit, Silence the Shame, is on a quest to make mental wellness accessible to everyone. And she's doing so with a virtual gala and a little help from some celebrity friends.
And to tell us more is founder and music industry veteran, mental health advocate and philanthropist Shanti. And joining her is one of those celebrity friends we just mentioned, Grammy Award-winning singer Anthony Helm. Good to see you both. Good to see those smiling faces. And Shanti, let me start with you. This is absolutely something that is near and dear and very personal to you. Your dad, your best friend, both died by suicide. You have been open about talking about yourself considering suicide at some point in your life. Tell us about it.
Yes, absolutely, TJ. So I was 7 months old when my father took his own life, and it was difficult for my mom having to raise 3 kids on her own. And, you know, growing up in African-American culture, we didn't talk about it. I used to just say, oh, he died by a heart attack or anything other than suicide. So I buried a lot of those feelings. Fast forward, I had a really successful career as an executive in the entertainment industry, and I started dealing with a lot of just everyday stress and normal pressures, and I realized I had a lot of pent-up trauma from my father's suicide. So I walked away from my career at the height of the career as EVP and moved back home to Atlanta, started dealing with some additional stress and anxiety and physical issues. Then in 2014, my best friend took her own life. I talked to her the day before it happened.
Wow. And talking about that is so, so powerful. And I know you know will help so many. And Anthony, I want to talk to you because you're performing at the gala tonight. But tell us why this particular issue is so important to you as well, personally.
Well, in our communities, you know, it's hushed amongst us, black men and boys and people of color. It's something that's looked down upon when you speak about having mental issues. People fear that, you know, to be looked at to be crazy or, you know, not accepted into mainstream society without being judged. So to bring awareness to it and to make it okay to speak out and speak about, you know, having these depressions and having these mental anxieties is very important. And to just bring awareness to people so we can start having dialogue about it. So I'm all for it.
And Shanti, again, the idea is here to silence the shame, but both of you all have alluded to this, why in communities of color, and in particular among African Americans, this is not something that we too often talk about, right?
So TJ, we have to prioritize our mental health right now because, as you said, you know, African Americans were disproportionately affected during the pandemic. You add on the number of people that passed away in our families, right? So the grief and loss and trauma of that, not being able to attend loved ones' funerals, which was always a ritual, right? A place of healing for us to pay homage and to celebrate the life of our loved ones. And we were not able to do that. So I've talked to so many friends and colleagues who just said, you know, I was never anxious. I've never experienced this. This is something foreign to me. So we have to be extra careful and make sure that we are getting into the communities, that we're providing the resources that needed.
Thank you for all that you do, Shanti and Anthony. Thank you. We're very excited about the performance, Silence the Shames, a Brilliant Mind Gala. Everyone, check it out. It will be held virtually tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And we want to take this time to remind our viewers that if you or a loved one is struggling, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. It's 1-800-273-8255, or you can text TALK to 741-741 for a free, confidential, emotional support 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Even if you feel like you're alone, you are not alone.
Very important. Looking forward to that tonight. Always, something you've talked about for the past year here.
100%.
Always important to emphasize mental health.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.